Okay, guys. Let's all have our seats on our beanbag, okay?
Everyone understands what it's like losing someone special, but not really anyone at school does. We get to help each other and learn what we're feeling. We read a book about filling a bucket. We wrote our name on a piece of paper and then passed it around, and everyone wrote nice things on it. So we filled up our buckets by giving compliments to each other.
If you do mean things, then you will empty your bucket. If you do nice things, you fill it up.
Qué bueno. ¿Y qué hiciste este fin de semana?
I work with children and families when a child is diagnosed with a serious medical condition. I'm working one-on-one with Leah. She's a 7-year-old. Her siblings died due to a rare genetic disorder. A lot of children, they speak through play. We like to utilize puppets here as a way for the kids to communicate. When someone you love is very ill, there's lots to think about. I'm also going to be reading a book to her about why things die. What's a funeral? It's when friends and family come together to say goodbye. Maybe with some music, speech.
What we do oftentimes sounds really sad, but there's a lot of joy here. Kids are kids. They're going to laugh and play, and we're going to be along with them through that journey. You think your life is tough, and you listen to one of the stories of the families who are calling us for whatever reason they're grieving. It really does pull at your heart. Sometimes children die, and we have to deal with that. We like to provide normalcy in children's lives and families' life. So the routines that they happen when they're here, sitting in a support group and talking about the person that in their life is sick or the person in their life who died. And then all the activities are based around what we know are traits of grief. It might be sleep disturbances, anger, guilt. All of the activities are around tools that can help the families deal with those things.
It's very lonely when you're going through cancer. Family and friends try to do whatever they can to support you, but they don't really understand unless they've been through it. The questions that they give to the kids, they also give to us in our group, and it'll bring things up that we maybe weren't talking about before. I've also learned a lot from the facilitators. I found that I was trying to protect her from everything. That was very helpful, very eye-opening for me, because she needs to be a participant in what's going on because it affects her life too.
We go into the volcano room. That's like where you get to let out your anger, and there's a bunch of mats on the walls and punching bags. There's also the imagination room where there's a bunch of puppets and like plastic foods. There's also a doctor station thing, and also there's the art room. When we're in the art room, I either draw just little sketches, or there's also a sand pit in there, and there's little gems that are really pretty. I like coming here because it's my little getaway from home, because I trust people here and they don't understand homework. So
we depend on volunteers. Right now we have over 150 volunteers who help us provide services to our families. They go through a training, but they're down in the trenches with kids and adults.
It gives you a sense of purpose. It's not very often that you get to be interactive with people in such a dark time. The challenges have really been trying to not take that heaviness home. You hear stories about children not feeling like they can be children anymore, like they have to kind of evolve and be almost a second parent. Or you hear adults feeling like they can't grieve for fear that their children won't be able to handle it. But it's really beautiful that they can come here and everyone can express the feelings that they need to express.
Tunadito actually means your little nest, which is really perfect for what we do. We're really kind of that container holding people through their journey. We want our community to be grief informed, to know how to work with children who are grieving. We really see that's our role here.
So on the count of 3, please count with me, and then we'll all say, I got it, as a symbol of having that love and hope and support until the next time we meet. 1, 2, 3, I got it. Awesome, thank you all. Please get home safe.
Over the next few weeks, we'll bring you stories about how our community provides support for those who need it. And for even more on the topic, look for the Bradley Cooper produced documentary Caregiving, premiering on PBS 6 on June 24th. AZPM members can stream it starting May 27th on AZPM Passport on the PBS app. The pandemic upended millions of lives around the world, and in some cases, the results were unexpectedly positive. Next, meet a former California resident who's now finding his niche in Bisbee. This is part of our ongoing series, The Long Road, How COVID-19 Changed Our World.
My name is Kenneth Ober. I'm an artist. I live in Bisbee, Arizona. Maybe. I make paintings, block prints, collages, sculptures, found object assemblages, and lately I've been making a lot of very large sculptural things that have turned my property into a roadside attraction. The most notable is a tree skeleton that's about 40 feet tall, and there are 36 chairs painted bright red hanging in this. It's called the Cherry Tree. You can see it on Highway 80, just east of the traffic circle in Bisbee. Prior to the pandemic, I had worked my way into a for sale by owner situation on a property in Los Angeles. I was traveling around the Western US, living primarily in a Sprinter van, doing art festivals in places like Jackson Hole, Wyoming, Park City, Utah, Mill Valley, California, Scottsdale, Arizona. I was selling paintings, I was selling block prints, I was working with galleries. Business was good. Business was really good. I felt like I was living my dream. I was selling more paintings than I ever imagined possible. I'd put all this in order, and when the pandemic happened, it became quite obvious there was no way I could pay the mortgage. There was no way I could pay a bank loan, real or owner financed. And all of the art shows that I did shut down. All of the galleries and designers suddenly had no more business. And my first thought was, I need a holiday so bad. This is great. I can't go to work. So not being able to pay my mortgage forced me to have to sell the property, which worked out okay because I made a little bit of money, even though it was the pandemic.
Good evening. What's your name? Okay, please unmute.
Tyson Chomsey Sempe.
Okay. Is there a public defender there?
No.
Okay. Well, see the misdemeanor first then. Never mind. Here he is.
Hi, Judge Carter Santini here for the accused.
You need a moment?
Just one.
Okay.
All right, Judge, we're ready. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you. One moment. All right. Okay, the charges are, or the charge is unlawful flight from law enforcement. State's recommending a $50,000 bond. We'll hear from defense.
Judge, Payton would like to be released to the supervision of pretrial services. Weighing towards his release, he's a long-standing connections in Tucson. He does have housing with his grandparents. He does, while not employed, he is going to school right now through Goodwill Metro. I would like to note his age, Judge. He is 17. And this does appear to be, looking at his criminal history, a bit of a de-escalation. I understand that he is on probation, and he's had unsuccessful bouts of probation in the past. But given his age and these current allegations, I believe that pretrial services is appropriate. If you're not inclined to release him to the custody of pretrial services, Judge, we would ask for a much more reasonable bond of $1,500 see in his age and his circumstances.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, we're asking for the $50,000 bond because he is on probation for a felony offense. It's actually my case. He's been going to review hearings in front of Judge Ortiz, and he's had prior failings on probation, as Mr. Santini notes. The facts of this new case, while it is, as far as felonies are concerned, just a fleeing, it seems to follow from some sideshow type event at an intersection where there's reckless driving and so forth. He's somebody that probably shouldn't be out at that hour anyways, let alone doing what he was doing. So we think that bond is appropriate. There definitely would be a probation hold in place, but for the weekend. So I wouldn't, count that in his favor by any stretch. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. No contact with alleged victims. Stay away from the incident location. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Next court date is May 21st at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed. Contact assigned probation officer first working day following release. Pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted. You're excused.
Thank you, of course.
Good evening, Your Honor. This is the Spanish interpreter.
Yes.
Your Honor, there are no Spanish speakers on my list. May I be excused?
There aren't? I thought there was one.
There was on the pretrial, but it seems like it went away.
Oh. Okay. Can the jail confirm no Spanish speakers this evening?
Oh, Your Honor.
I have Lorenzo Fierro Alatriz is marked as Spanish on pretrial, but it's on English on the court calendar.
Okay, I'll stick around to make sure.
Okay.
Sorry about that, interpreter.
No worries. Thank you.
Hold on. Get this back. this thing. Hello, your name?
Rita Morales.
Charged with criminal damage. Order that you have no contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. And that you not drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You're released to the supervision of pretrial services. And your next court date is June 2nd at 1:30. Public defender appointed. You're excused.
Thank you.
Make sure you give your public defender a call. This court table is like what happened. It's the key to their fault. They're doing this. That's what it's about.
Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Rebecca Fretto.
You can say again?
Rebecca Fretto.
Thank you. You're charged with domestic violence assault with injury. Here. No order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You not have contact of any kind with Daniel Bartels. Stay away from his home and workplace. And I am going to release you on your own recognizance with those conditions. Your court date at Green Valley Justice Court is May 15th at 8:30. May 15th? That's not far from now. Okay. You're excused.
Yeah, I have a question. Is my stuff is at his house? I live in New York. I'm actually flying home on Tuesday.
You may return once with a police escort to get your stuff.
Okay, could they do that this evening by chance or no?
I don't know. You have to contact the police. I don't, I'm not in charge of whatever their schedule is.
Okay.
Hello, what's your name?
Jennifer Haig.
You've got 5 different matters in Pima County Justice Court. Most of these are warrants for failing to appear in court. You got charges of drug paraphernalia, trespassing, drug paraphernalia, another trespassing. You got a new case alleging trespassing and drug paraphernalia. Each of these is set with a bond of $100 apiece, $500 total. I'm appointing attorney Robin All to represent you. You're going to be seeing a video on these matters on Monday, the 12th at 1 p.m. on video. You're excused.
Oh, shit. Jeez.
Hello, what's your name?
Reginald Johnson.
Okay.
Reginald Johnson.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, so you're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, criminal damage, and 3 additional non-domestic violence charges: littering, resisting arrest, and threatening and intimidating. One moment. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. Do not have contact of any kind with Fred Johnson and stay away from his home and workplace. Do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or any firearms or other weapons. I'm releasing you with these conditions. Your court date at Oro Valley City Court is June 11th at 10:30 a.m. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Cool.
What do I do now? Well, me, sir.
You go home, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
They're gonna have to process you out, so wait till you're released and then go on your way.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Make sure you appear at your court date.
Yes, sir.
Jason.
Hello, what's your name?
Jason Rigger.
Okay. You're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence. Releasing you from custody or court date at Pima County Justice Court is May 21st at 10:30 a.m. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Lopez.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Eileen.
Is that your whole name or you got another one to go with it?
Eileen Lopez.
Thank you.
G.
All right. Back in February, you were arrested for assault with injuries. And that's a Tucson City Court case. You got a second one now. And that's passing disorderly conduct and
Yeah.
assault. This is from today. So we're gonna order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location, do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. We're gonna vacate your court date that was set for May 21st and reset both of these cases for June 16th, 2 o'clock, and that will be at Tucson City Court.
Okay.
You're excused.
Thank you. So did I get released?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. They're fine.
Hello, what is your name?
Brandon John Mayer.
I'm sorry, say again.
Brandon John Mayer.
Spell your last name.
Mayer, M-A-Y-E-R.
Oh, Mayer. Oh, got it. You got about 8 cases pending at Tucson City Court ranging from 2021 through 2024, and then you got a new case. Well, a newer case from this year, January. You failed to appear on each of these cases. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. City public defender is appointed to represent you. Your court date is going to be a video review, May 20th at 1:45. If you bond out, it'll shift to an in-person appearance, June 11th at 2 o'clock. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Jason Silvera.
You're charged with failure to obtain and carry a valid Arizona ID. And on another matter that I'll omit reading, state recommending a $7,500 bond. We will hear from the defense counsel. And after this one, you've got a misdemeanor case, so we'll discuss that.
But he was just released on May 3rd, and the ID is due to not having any money. I'd like you to take that into account in determining his release. If you are inclined to hold him, Judge, I would ask for a much more reasonable bond of $500 to $1,000, given his financial situation and the fact that he is homeless.
We'll hear from the state.
And Your Honor, I have nothing to add beyond the information that's on the sheet. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bond is set at $1,000. The public defender is appointed. Your next court date is May 21st at 1:30. There are other instructions on the paperwork that you can read for yourself. As to the misdemeanor case, you're charged with assault, no injury. Let me read this right quick. All right, bond on your city case is set at 250. Don't have any contact with the alleged victim. Don't go back to the location. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. Video review is scheduled for May 20th at 1:45. It's possible it may be reset as a non-transport review for June 11th at 2. You're excused. Good evening. What's your name, sir?
JW
Your last name.
Holman.
All right. Just a minute. You've got several cases in Tucson City Courts. Okay, February 24th of this year, you were cited for trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia and failure to appear in courts. January 15th of this year, you were cited for criminal trespass, also failure to appear in courts. Another criminal trespass from December of last year, failure to appear in court. Trespassing from December 15th of last year, failure to appear in court. And criminal trespass, possession of drug paraphernalia from today. Bond is set in the amount of 250. I'm going to set a video review for May 20th at 1:45. It's possible it may be reset for a non-transport review. That would be June 16th at 2. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. No contact with any alleged victims, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to any of the locations. You're excused.
Right here. How you doing? How you doing? Doing well. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Hello, what's your name?
Hey, how you doing? Trenton Boyd.
Trenton Boyd, okay. Mr. Boyd, felony and misdemeanor cases. Your felony charges are, it's a domestic violence offense. I'm reading the rest of it. And the state is recommending $10,000. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, Mr. Boyd should be released to the supervision of pretrial services. Noting primarily, Judge, that one, he has no prior felony or misdemeanor criminal history. This is the first time he has ever run afoul of law enforcement to the knowledge that I have here from pretrial services. Notably, Judge, the victim and the victim advocate is not objecting to Mr. Boyd's release. That's a good indication of not posing a future danger. He has lived in Tucson for a year, Judge, so he doesn't pose a significant flight risk. And to add to that, Judge, he also has housing as well that seems confirmed. So for those reasons, Judge, those factors do weigh towards his release. He has no, his new criminal activity scale is 1, his failure to appear scale is also 1. So for those reasons, Judge, we would be asking for his release. If you're not inclined to release him, Judge, I'd ask for a much more reasonable bond than $10,000. He is unemployed at this time, so a more nominal bond of $1,000 is more appropriate to do. And to add, and one last thing I'd like to add, Judge, is that there's likely going to be a DCS case open for that. That's 2 types of supervision that Mr. Boyd would be subject to, both pre-trial and that supervision.
All right, thank you. Hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor, we think that $10,000 bond is warranted. The facts of these new allegations are really concerning, and it's particularly concerning that this happened at a hospital, at a public place like that. If there's some sort of when something like this happens, behind closed doors in a residence, it's bad enough. But the fact that Mr. Boyd seems fit to do this sort of thing in a public place where he's clearly being witnessed by other individuals, it's particularly concerning. So for those reasons, Your Honor, we do think that $10,000 bond is warranted. Thank you.
Due to the nature of the offense, I think a higher bond is warranted. $7,500. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence. Don't possess any firearms or other weapons. Your court date is May 21st at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed. You also have a misdemeanor domestic violence case. domestic violence assault and domestic violence disorderly conduct, and appears to have arisen out of the same incident. Bond in that matter is set at $2,500. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. And we're going to, relate it. We're going to set a video review for our video review conflicts with the felony date, so let's pick another one. The 14th is okay. Well, let's do that. February 14th at 1:30 at Tucson City Court video review. Million, correct. And the city public defenders appointed on the misdemeanor case.
Is that May 14th, Judge?
May 4th. What did I say? Did I say
February?
Oh, May 14th at 1:30. Thank you. It's yours.
Put a note on his place that the felony is the 21st, so that they know when the
Okay.
weekends are on.
Hello, what's your name, sir?
I'm Patrick Carter.
Carter?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. I have a statement that I'm going to read to you. When I finish, please answer the following question, either a yes or a no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to place you in the STEPS program. The court date for that program is May 20th at 9 a.m. Preliminary hearing, this is the defense waive time.
Yes, Your Honor.
That'll be June 25th at 1:30. The public defender will be representing you. We're going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not return to location of the alleged incident. And pretrial services supervision release. Cooperate with them. You're excused, sir.
Thank you.
Tomorrow morning, and this will be your hearing. I'm going to sign you that day or two. Make sure you're at the court date. If you do work with there's a good chance of case getting dismissed. So it's a diversion. That's what Mr. Card. We have something name.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Piero. ¿Nos inglés por personal?
English, sir. Yes.
Tenemos una interpretora si quiere.
English is good.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
We have an interpreter.
Not English is good. Thank you.
Does he need the interpreter?
No. No, thank you.
Okay. Is the interpreter's excused then? What's your name?
Lorenzo Fierro.
Okay. So you're charged with being a prohibited possessor, manufacturer, processing, transporting, selling a prohibited weapon. I'm going to order that you not possess any weapons, firearms, or other weapons. And the state is asking for a $15,000 bond. We'll hear from the defense.
Judge, you asking that Mr. Lorenzo be released to the supervision of pretrial services? Looking at his criminal history, Judge, you'll see two probation cases, his last two cases in 2022. He successfully completed probation in those cases. That indicates to me that he is amendable to supervision of pretrial probation or something like that. To add to that, Judge, he's a lifelong Tucson resident, and he does have third-party custody that's been established, so there is no flight risk. So for those reasons, Judge, factors do weigh towards release to pretrial services. If you're not inclined to release him to pretrial services, Judge, we'd be asking for a much more reasonable bond of $1,000 given his indigency.
Let's hear from the state.
Your Honor, well, we really have two concerns. First of all, Mr. Fierro Alatriz shouldn't have a gun at all. He's a 3-time convicted felon. That is a concern. And then when you fold in the domestic violence nexus of, I believe the misdemeanor allegation there, it's just concerning that there would be a home within, or a gun within access within that home. There shouldn't be a gun there at all, and there is, and he knows better. So for those reasons, we think that bond is warranted.
Okay, I don't have a misdemeanor case for him.
There may not be, Your Honor. It's just the interim complaint spoke to concerns being raised by a potential female victim. I might have that wrong, though.
Judge, the police officers were initially called in reference to a domestic violence call, but there's no domestic violence allegation that he's in front of people.
Okay.
It's also not possession for sale. I think it may be part of the statute, but it's modification of information.
All right. Thank you. Bond is set in the amount of 10,000. Your next court date is May 21st at 1:30. The public defender is appointed. You're excused.
They should be able to go top of the wall. Yeah, sure. Does anybody want me to with him? Okay. Give me a number.
Oh, something. 520 951 41. Okay. Oh, 61 41. I was 61. That's my mom.
Okay, very tall. That's a lot better. Is she expenditure?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. So you're fun.
Go sit with the mouse. Take it.
Hello, what's your name?
Rochelle Jenkins.
Okay. Okay, you've got a couple of wait a minute, I'm sorry, say your name again?
Rochelle Jenkins.
Jenkins. So now. You've got an arrest warrant out of the now County Superior Court listing charges of narcotic drug possession or use and drug paraphernalia, and listing a $500 bond, and you've got some local misdemeanor warrants. So this warrant is from May of 2023. You want to explain to me why you didn't appear in court?
So I was picked up on a shoplifting warrant when that happened, and I never got the paperwork for that court date. I didn't know when the court date was or anything. They said they'd send it to me in the mail when I got released on the original warrant that I was picked up for that time, but I never received anything in the mail.
I see. All right. And you've got misdemeanor warrants as well that I kind of have to factor in and whether release you or not. What about those? What happened with those?
With
Theft
those ones,
and shoplifting.
the shoplifting one I'm aware of, but the theft I'm unaware of, even when that charge was like I wasn't even arrested on that time, so I'm not sure. I didn't know I had that charge. I don't know.
You were unaware of all of your charges?
No, just the theft. I was aware of the shoplifting one, but not the theft.
Well, then why didn't you appear in court on that?
I just didn't know when my court date was, and I didn't have a phone. Or I wasn't staying with my sister at the time. I was kind of in between. I wasn't staying with my sister at the time. I was in between houses.
Judge, if I may, these warrants from Justice Court are from 2022 and 2023. These are older allegations. If you look at it, her history, Judge, it seems Miss Jenkins has struggled with some substance abuse issues. It looks like things are starting to turn around for her. She does have confirmed housing with her children. That's a new situation. This is the first time that she has been arrested since 2023. And it also seems like this is the first time that she's had housing since 2023. She also has with that housing transportation. So now, Judge, that she's starting to get more stable. This is frankly a good opportunity for her to take care of these warrants that are in Justice Court, and this warrant out of Pinal, that again is from 2023, which is probably when the addiction. One moment. Yeah, she's willing and amendable to treatment, Judge. I think pretrial services can find her treatment and services. So, Judge, I think that she should be released and can make her way to these court dates herself.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right.
On your Pinal County matter, I'm going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs and do not return to location of the alleged incident. I'm going to release you with the order that tomorrow morning before 10 o'clock, you're to contact the Pinal County Superior Court to arrange a court appearance. In person if possible, or that's not feasible, by remote access.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
As to your other cases, you are released on the Justice Court case. The new one is drug paraphernalia, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to location. Your court date there is May 21st at 8:30. And then the other two are warrants. It's going to be the same date, May 21st at 8:30. You're released on those as well. You're excused.
Give them a call. This is your case number for that. Finale case. You know, if they need it, that's what they should do it by your name. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the females. Well, that's Were you, did you release her to pretrial, Judge? I circled that on her form, but.
Free trial?
Did you release her to pretrial services or was that?
On the Pinal matter?
Yeah.
No.
No, because I guess just on her clock. Okay. You're good. Yep. Oh.
All right. Hello, ma'am, what's your name?
My name is Estrella Loreto.
I'm sorry, say again?
Estrella Loreto.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, you've got a couple of complaints here. One of these complaints alleges hit and run and unlawful flight from law enforcement. And then the other one is domestic violence stalking. On each one of these, the state is asking that I hold you without bond.
May I say something, Your Honor?
You want to say it to the attorney seated next to you while you're on mute, not out loud.
All right, Judge, we're ready to go.
Okay. I guess there's a pending felony. So we're gonna set a no bond hearing on each of these. The DV case, I'm ordering no contact with William Edwards. Do not go to his home or workplace. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence. No bond hearing is set for May 16th at 2:30. And the public defender is appointed. And preliminary hearing is May 21st at 1:30. The other case, we're ordering no contact with the alleged victim. Don't return to that incident location. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't drive without a valid license. That's also a, wait a minute. I'm not understanding. Why is there a court date set on a misdemeanor date in justice court?
I would imagine it's a review hearing, Judge. I don't have the info on that. Is that? There's a sentencing in June. That's for my felony case. That would be in the Superior Court.
I guess this is the hit and run. It's set in Pima County Justice Court as a misdemeanor, but that's part of the felony case. There's what? But they're both felony interims. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I had to get back to that one. The first one we did. Okay, that was just the DV case. Okay. This one that you have for the leaving the scene, it does not include the unlawful flight charge. I'm sorry, note where. I don't see a note on the injury. You want to show it to me? Because I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay. It's the unlock, she wasn't booked on the note on the unlawful flight. We'll just go ahead and set what's the state want to do? Is she being charged with unlawful flight or not? Because apparently she wasn't booked on that.
Your Honor, this is news to me. I'm assuming that because we were provided the interim that included the unlawful flight, that you would be seen on that tonight. So, I mean, it's really a question for, I guess, the court, whether or not that can just be accomplished tonight or whether she would be seen in the morning on that.
I'm looking at the booking sheet on the pretrial services website. It is listed on there.
So I guess I'm not entirely sure what the problem is.
Yeah, you and me both. Okay. Well, I see it listed on the booking sheet. Can you redo that and do a felony conditions of release, including the unlawful flight? Because I'm seeing it on the booking sheet. What is this now? APM Jenkins, out of county. We'll need two cases. One's the DV and one's the hit and run. But there's no mention of the unlawful flight, but it is on the booking sheet. Yes. Unlawful flight from law enforcement. Thank you.
Judge, are we trying to see what's going on with the booking?
The clerk is amending the interim, not the interim, the conditions of release. Okay, thank you. Okay, it's showing you still have it open. There we go. All right. Okay, the both felony charges are on the second interim. That's also a no bond hold. May 16th, 2:30, and prelim, May 21st, 1:30, public defender appointed. Okay.
All right, thank you, Judge.
That does it.
Done. Okay. So they're just gonna hold you until that date. Give Eric a call. I'll tell him that you're in. think you just give the main line a call and they'll be able to help you out. And then this is like your preliminary dates. It's just a deadline. Trying to sorry. That's all I got for you. Thank you. That's the looking straight for you.
That's Steve.
Hello, what is your name?
Hi, it's Jennifer Nevsky.
You've got felony charges and some misdemeanor cases as well. Felony matters: organized retail theft, possession of narcotic drug, possession of prescription-only drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. State's asking for a $10,000 bond in lieu of no bond. We'll hear from the defense.
Judge, if you're not inclined to release Jennifer, I think that $10,000 is pretty excessive given given these allegations and her criminal history. She only has the one felony that she doesn't stand convicted of right now. And these new cases are not of a violent or serious nature. She is indigent, Judge, so given that, I would ask for a much more nominal bond of $500.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, while we don't think a no bond hold is necessary, given the nature of the new case, we have concerns about the 10 months in warrant status of the underlying felony. That's really the main driver here. Thank you.
Okay. Don't go back to any Walmart store, no alcohol or illegal drugs. $10,000 bond, May 21st, 1:30, public defender appointed. And the misdemeanor cases are in Tucson City Court. Okay, we got trespassing, obstruction, and non-injury assault. Drug paraphernalia, trespassing, resisting arrest. Trespassing. All of these cases are from 2024. You were represented by the city public defender who was not able to contact you, and apparently you didn't keep in contact with her. Why is that?
I keep getting my phone stolen, being homeless, and just trying to be able to keep in contact with anyone is really challenging. I was able to talk to my dad for the first time in over a year, just a couple weeks ago. So it's really hard.
I'm going to note that you're being held on the felony. City court bond is set at $100. We're going to reappoint the city public defender and set a video date for you for May 20th at 1:45. That may get turned into a non-transport. If it does, that would be June 16th at 9. And previous conditions of release remain in effect. Okay. You're excused.
Is still unavailable.
Oh, is he? Okay. We'll continue that one till tomorrow then. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Bryson.
Okay. Okay, felony charges are burglary in the 3rd degree and organized retail theft. Looks like you have a pending felony, state's asking for a no bond hold. Don't go back to any Circle K, no contact with the alleged victims, stay, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. No bond hearing is May 16th at 2:30. Preliminary hearing is May 21st at 1:30. Public defender appointed. And then you've got some misdemeanor cases in Tucson City Court.
Judge, I don't believe the state is asking for a no bond hold, and I don't think there's reason. I think you might have the wrong case number for this. The state's asking for a $10,000 bond on Mr. Shanks. This is Bryson Shanks, right?
Yachts. Bryson Yachts.
Oh, this is Bryson Yachts? Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Mr. Shanks, I'm told, is unavailable still.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I had a different, there's two Brysons. They are asking for a no bond.
Okay, all right. Okay, Tucson City Court. You were charged with theft and possession of drug paraphernalia. That one is from today. You got a warrant on another theft from March. Another warrant on trespassing from last December. Another warrant on a trespassing from September of last year. And the last one is a warrant on a trespassing from July of last year. So we'll note the felony hold.
Which pretty much happening.
Okay, sir, we're gonna order on the misdemeanors, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't go back to the location, and no contact with victim. I'm I'm going to release you, but I'm also going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. And your next court date at city court is going to be non-transport June 20th, 9 o'clock. Okay, you're excused.
We're gonna hold you until at least the 16th. That's your no bond hearing. Okay. Yeah, all right.
All right, so what's today?
It's 11.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah. No pushing. All right, best of luck, Bryce.
Okay. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Judge. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.
You as well, Mark.
Okay.
I am so thankful to have someone like you. I don't know what I would do without you. You are my sunshine, you're everything to me. You are the best mom in the world. You are the closest friend I know. You have a beautiful heart. I love you, Mom. You are the best mom in the world. You are the closest friend I know. You have a beautiful heart. I love you, Mom. I am so thankful you take good care of me. I understand that it's not always easy. You are my sunshine, you're everything to do. May the Lord bless you. May He keep you and stay with you. You are the best mom in the world. You are the closest friend I know. You have a beautiful heart. I love you, Mom. You are the best mom in the world. You are the closest friend I know. You have a beautiful heart. I love you, Mom. There's no words to describe how much I love you. There's no words to describe how much I'm grateful for you. You are the best mom in the world. You are the closest friend I know. You are the best mom in